Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial with me. In this video we are going to be learning how to do some nice pretty big loose blooms using the oval wash 1/2 inch, and I'm just going to keep the script handy here on the side just as an introduction so we can do some leaves, but I'm not going to be focusing too much on this, mainly on the oval wash. Okay, the oval wash is a brush that is broad at the bottom, tapered at the top, and it's wide. And so we're going to learn how to use this one brush to create those nice little blooms. Let's mix some water really quickly. Actually, before that, let me tell you what I'm using besides the brushes. I am using the ZenART Supplies Cold Press 140 pound watercolor paper. And for colors, I'm using my St. Petersburg, and then I've got water ready, and then obviously you guys know that this brush is by Princeton Neptune, and it's the 1/2 inch oval. All right, let us begin. So I'm going to be using the leftover color that I have on my palette here. It's more of a purpley hue, so I'm going to water this down. And I'm going to get some carmine and just mix it in here so we get a nice purpley hue happening with a pink tone, something different. Okay, so first thing I want to do is, once I've got my color mixed, I'm going to get some more of the color directly from the color palette just on the tip of my brush. And then I am going to kind of hold my brush like this because I want to have just enough pressure, light pressure, to use just the top of it and make these little tiny C circles, C semicircles or C strokes. So like this, like this. And I'm literally grazing the sheet of paper with this. And then I'm dipping the tip of my brush in water. Next thing I want to do is really press down and swirl. And then as you create more strokes, you're just dipping the tip of your brush in water so you get lighter versions of what you've done, and you're just going around. So you're pressing down to get that nice big width and lay of color. And your outer strokes, like the strokes on the side, I'm using the side of my brush to kind of just graze it like that. Okay, and now I'm just going to take the same brush, getting some color from my color cake just on the tip, and we're going back inside. And we're just going to, again, do what we did when we first started. And we're just intensifying the strokes because right now it's damp. And as we're going in with this darker hue, it's giving us a nice shadow effect. I'm keeping this video simple and I'm just using the one tone. Typically I would use like another color just to give a nice two-tone effect, which is what I love to do. And yep, that's it. So this is a very simplistic version of a big bloom or a rose that this is how I would do it using my oval brush. And so I hope this has been helpful. Like, go ahead, practice, and then see how you can get different sort of shapes, organic shapes, which are beautiful for loose style of painting with this brush. And you can wash it off. Another thing you can do if you want to just smoothen out the edges, wash it off, wash the color off, and just kind of smoothen out the edges, and then you get that nice dreamy sort of look around it. And then finally, just as a finishing touch, get some nice green. I'm going to use the green that I got on this, using it on the tip of my brush. And I'm just pressing down, and again, light pressure, and just twirling away. These are by no means your typical rose leaves, because the rose leaves are a lot thicker in width. And this script brush is giving me very thin looking leaves, but leaves nonetheless. So you get that nice effect happening in the areas where it's damp. That's why I kind of went at the top there first. I'm just doing some at the bottom here, touching the areas where it's still damp and giving me a nice blend. So the green is blending in with the pink, which is what you typically ideally want for your loose styles of painting, watercolor florals. And that's pretty much it. This is the whole idea, just something basic to show you guys, get you started if you're just starting out into big blooms and watercolor florals. Hope this has been helpful. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Would love to see your work. So if you end up doing this, please do tag me on social media, Instagram. Yeah, Instagram or Facebook. My handles are all noted below, and also all the supplies are listed below. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and looking forward to seeing your oval brush blooms.